Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Dino Brothers podcast. I'm your host, Joe Boogie, joined as always by our co-host, Deuce Deuce. Tonight, the Raptors get another big win, 100-88 over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some lines of note are DeMar DeRozan, 16 points on 4 of 12 shooting, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Patrick Patterson, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And Serge Ibaka, 25 points on 11 of 14 shooting, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block.
Well, let me start with what was good about the game. I thought our second unit finally managed to find some cohesion. They actually managed to close the gap in the second quarter after a terrible first quarter to start the game. Lou Williams managed to find his stride in the second half. He got some key steals, was tearing them up on the fast break. Patrick Patterson had a bounce back game after a terrible outing in Miami. But honestly, this game was ugly. I didn't like what I saw from the Raptors or the crowd. Um, I really don't think we would have won this game if they had even had 8 or 9 players ready to go. It looked like OKC was just completely depleted after a back-to-back, and with so many injuries, they just completely ran out of gas in the fourth quarter, and the Raptors ran them over.
Definitely wasn't a pretty one. I mean, Oklahoma City came out strong. They shot 70% in the first quarter, and they're up 30-23. That really took the crowd out of it. But like you said, the story of the game was the second unit really took care of business. Some of the rotations, some of the lines that were out there were a bit sketchy, but they cobbled it together, cruised to a win. Not the prettiest one, but we'll take it.
Yeah, always happy to have the W, but this had to be one of the ugliest wins we've had all season. We allowed, 70% shooting in the first quarter. That was just painful to watch. And to add insult to injury, looks like Jonas Valanciunas sustained some kind of injury in the game. He left briefly in the first quarter after he picked up his second foul with some kind of hand injury, and then he left again in the second quarter after taking a shot to the face. So Jonas only played 12 minutes in total, hoping he doesn't miss any time, but definitely not helping the Raptors' cause.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, the front court is going to be thin if Jonas is out for any sort of extended period of time, so let's hope he bounces back soon.
I'm just looking at OKC's roster here, and I feel bad for them because you got Durant out with a broken foot, Westbrook out with some kind of broken hand, Anthony Morrow, Robertson, Jeremy Lamb, and one of their players,
Perry Jones III.
Yeah, Perry Jones went down with another injury. Like, I'm amazed they even have enough people in jerseys to put the team together.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of lineups they can cobble together and what kind of guys they need to bring to beef up their bench over the next month.
Gonna see some D-League call-ups, that's for sure.
No, absolutely. I mean, tonight Reggie Jackson played well, dished out 14 assists. Serge Ibaka's had one of those nights where he couldn't miss. He was hitting all of his jumpers and playing really well, but it's just not enough. They need some more scoring.
It's a lot easier to hit those jumpers when the other team leaves you wide open.
Yeah, no, again, I mean, the defensive effort for the Raps wasn't great. So Dwayne Casey's really going to have to get on the guys and, get them working on some rotations and really tighten that up.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to get worried about our defensive effort because I don't feel that we've really brought the kind of defense we need to bring to any of these games. Obviously, against a team that only has 7 eligible players, that's fine. But if we're actually playing like a talented team, even a moderately talented team like Washington or other teams in our sort of stratosphere, then we're gonna have a hard time beating them with the way we're playing.
No, absolutely. I mean, it was good to at least see the second unit had a little bit of scoring, but definitely second unit starting lineup, we need to have a better defensive effort. So hopefully we get a more cohesive defensive outing in this upcoming week. We have some very winnable games, so hopefully they can tighten that up down the stretch.
For sure. So Raptors are going to take the win, obviously, but it definitely wasn't the way we wanted to do it.
So Tuesday night, 188 win over the Thunder.
Pizza. We got pizza.
Free pizza. So that concludes this week's Dino Bros podcast. So have a good night, guys. DB out.